Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dalaran, and the other day I thought about what are the top hardest classes to play in Warlords of Draenor right now. Ever since Warlords of Draenor came out, there has been pruning done to the game, so a lot of classes did lose their complexity back from Cataclysm, Pandaria, or even Wrath days. Making a list like this is really difficult because you're trying to be as fair as possible, but you're also trying to give your own opinion on the game as well. So I decided to collaborate my own opinion as well as what I've seen on the forums. The common theme that I saw in the World of Warcraft community is everyone likes to make it seem like their class is the hardest to play, their class takes the most skill. So again, please don't take my opinions and this video's opinions too seriously or too close to heart. It's more lighthearted than anything, but if you do want to leave your own list of the classes that you feel are the hardest to play for PvP in World of Warcraft, then please feel free to do that in the comments below. Otherwise, let's get on to the list, guys, and hopefully you enjoy the video. This part of the list is very open-ended. Multiple classes could have fit as a number 5. But what I decided to do is put Destruction Warlock as a number 5. But Dalaran, Destruction Warlock's got powerful chaos bolts, castable fears, instant stuns, and awesome healing. Why would you put him as one of the hardest classes to play at number 5? And while true, Destruction Warlocks are amazing at healing and dealing damage, they are not a healing class. They're being forced to heal while melee train them, and it can be difficult for anyone first time trying Destro to get into the spec altogether for PvP. It's all about surviving until you get opportunity to CC the target or port away to gain some distance between you and the enemy. Destruction Warlocks are a one-trick pony by class design, not by choice. So all you can do is Chaos Bolt for damage, but once you can't Chaos Bolt, you feel really powerless because all your damage is done and it's shut down simply with a melee trading you, interrupting every single Chaos Bolt you throw out. And that is the simple difficulty of playing the Destruction Warlock. You are stuck to this one spell, and if somebody's training you, not letting you use this one spell, it becomes really frustrating to just try to live until you can finally Chaos Bolt to really start punching in some damage. Number 4 on the list is Shadow Priest, and at this point you gotta be saying to yourself, Dalaran, you just put a Shadow Priest and a Destruction Warlock on the list. Those are the easiest classes to play. What do you mean they're difficult? While Shadow Priests do have amazing AoE pressure that can dominate rated battlegrounds, Shadow Orbs mechanic which allows them to burst while not being tied to a cooldown, Shadow Priests do get some flame from playing the game altogether. As a Shadow Priest, you are amazing in an arena team or in a BG with your teammates as you dot everybody, cascades bouncing all over the place, fears, silences, and horrors going out. But once you're by yourself, you might as well be a potato. Now imagine that potato versus a Death Knight, or a rogue, or a warrior, or a paladin, or a hunter, or there's a lot of classes that can really just destroy a Shadow Priest, to be honest. While Shadow Priests do have amazing offensive capability, their solo play is kind of lacking. While Shadow Priests do have Invis, a sprint, an absorb for a bubble, and a castable interruptible heal, as well as disperse once every 2 minutes, their defensive play is still very much lacking. Some of the best Shadow Priests will learn how to use offensive capabilities for defensive purposes, to CC the target, to drop a DP for healing, and combine it all together in order to sustain yourself as best as possible. But the lack of defensive play and the lack of support for defensive play for Shadow Priests, even through talents, is one of the downfalls of playing a Shadow Priest, and that is one of the difficulties. I can hop on my Priest and cascade my way up to the top of the charts, but as soon as a Death Knight is on me, I might as well just lay down until it's over, go back to the graveyard, find my team, and do it over again. On number 3, we have the Windwalker Monk. Now some people believe Windwalker is super easy because they hit super hard when facing against them in Walking Dead, but playing as a Windwalker Monk, you realize just how difficult it is to get used to it. Me playing as a rogue, trying to play my Windwalker Monk, it feels like I'm playing the game upside down. Windwalker is a very punishing class from what I learned. As a Windwalker Monk, you need to be a step ahead of your opponent. This class has healing, mobility, teleport, and CC, and a ton of damage. But if you're faced up against a class like a Death Knight or a Hunter, and you will just get kited and completely smashed if you don't know what you're doing. I know this from experience. As a monk, I have trouble with mobility, knowing when to port back, where to place the ports, when to run away, how to line up damage, and all that. Knowing when to karma, wall, and how to combine that with defensive play is the way of the monk. You also need to perfect your stun lock rotation if you want to force trinkets or even score kills in arenas and battlegrounds. Windwalker monks are overpowered but only in the right hands. You can't really hand this class to somebody who's a complete noob, never played a monk before, just got done leveling one, and expect for them to top the charts all across the board. Number 2 on my list is the RESTO Shaman, one of the hardest trained healers in the game. You know what they say, train the blue, collect points. RESTO Shamans have a lot of utility for PvP, from interrupts, hex, stun, freedom, spell grounding, slows, roots, as well as overall amazing healing. Shamans also have the responsibility of using Spirit Link Totem, which will take the health over everyone's side, divide it equally amongst everyone in the area of effect, which can make an arena team go from one person sitting in the red to every member on the verge of death. Shamans outweigh that responsibility with amazing heals and an awesome mastery, which can save comrades from immediate death when healed properly. This healer has the hardest time dealing with melee that are training you, with no fear, bubble, or druid bark scheme to keep you living, and no damage reduction unless you spec for it. Shamans have amazing heals but also take full brunt of the damage and require a team to shine the brightest. In my opinion, one of the hardest specs in the game to play. And now for the number 1 spot on the list, Subtlety Rogues. Hands down one of the hardest classes in WoW to play for PvP. Sub-rogues look like a lot of fun to a newcomer. Amazing burst, amazing CC, kinda makes you think of a ninja. What can go wrong? Well, everything can. Not only is the spec requires a careful monitoring of combo points and energy, this class also requires ability to set up, ability to keep up buffs, ability to pull for energy and master crowd control. Your kills come from lineups and setups on your opponents, and it's really easy to make a mistake playing this class. Your ability to manage everything discussed above can either make you a rogue that hits the hardest, manages foes, locks out healers and dominates PvP, or simply a complete flop. I hope you guys enjoyed the list. Hopefully not if you take the list too seriously enough to get offended by it. But you never know, this is YouTube and World of Warcraft community is pretty passionate about the classes that they play. So I hope you guys liked the video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know what your list would have consisted of. And as always, I'll see you guys in another video.